This is Kendra with Truest TV, and I'm back with another video, guys. I just had to put that disclaimer on before I go ahead and play this video, guys. So I wanted to start this video over on Instagram.
The kingdoms they exterminated. They divided for themselves the kingdoms they exterminated, and they created fake portraits and fake stories. They burned what they could, and they claimed to have built those they couldn't destroy. The wild men flag was raised everywhere. Fake kings and fake queens appeared everywhere. And that is how you created a fake history of America, Europe, and Russia. And thus, the Tartary Empire became a forgotten entity, just like their neighbors, the Black Europeans. They became a ghost in the annals of history. They divided for themselves.
Now, I wanted to read a part of the Book of Maccabees that basically talks about that. This is the Apocrypha of the Bible, right? And it said, "And laid open the books of the law, wherein the heathen," right? Remember, you talk about the wild man, the heathen, had sought to paint the likeness of their images, right? So we're going to go before that because it doesn't really... I'm going to go before that up at the beginning in the book of Maccabees right here. "Now Jerusalem laid void as a wilderness," right? This is when Jerusalem was trodden down by the Gentiles. "There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place, and joy was taken from Jacob, and the pipe with the harp ceased. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Meshpah." Don't know how to say that, guys, so I hope I'm saying Meshpah, "over against Jerusalem. For in Meshpah was the place where they prayed after aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put a sackcloth and cast ashes upon their head and rent their clothes. I'm sorry for whatever I can say that. And rent their clothes and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. They brought also the priests and garments and the first fruits and the tithes and the Nazarites they stirred up, who had accomplished their days." Okay? "And then cried they with a loud voice toward heaven, saying, What shall we do with these, and whether shall we carry them away?" So this lets you know why this took place.
They divided for themselves the kingdoms they exterminated, and they created fake portraits and fake stories.
So anytime you guys see these fake kings and queens that we have in Europe, this all was painted in the likeness. If you go on Pinterest, just Pinterest alone, I'll give example. Here are some paintings that we found of King Charles of France, right? Here he is right here, right? These are images of King Charles and other black nobles. Henry VIII was then turned around and painted in the image of a white man. All right, so here goes King Charles. Here's the painting that the white man had drawn. Okay, here's a picture of, excuse me, I don't know who that is, King Ferdinand, swarthy King Ferdinand II, right here, and then him right there, right, of the fake one, that white people. And you find this all throughout history. So this is just me giving a little short spiel to show you what this person was speaking of when they were speaking about them stealing and erasing history and putting it in the wild man's image. Okay? And if you just decide to read this right here, it says Charles II was, in a popular language of the day, a tall black man. His height was about 5 feet 10 inches. At the Restoration, I cannot see if that's what that says, but I'm assuming. At the Restoration, the bark which had conveyed Charles II, I hope I'm saying that right, I can't really see it, for France was brought by its owner, Captain, Tiller, I don't know how to say that. I can't see if that's an S. Let's try getting close. I'm sorry, y'all, but something like that. But you could see it. If you could see it clearer than me, even though it's on my phone, so I should be able to see it. It says, into the it can't be. Into the, I don't know what that says. I'm going to be honest. Says for, I don't know. And then I really don't know what that one says because it's too messed up. But anyway, it says, I can see this part. Shortly after the king had left Brighton, soldiers came into the town to search for a tall black man, 6 feet 2 inches height, meaning the king, swarthy complexion. The king, okay, it says Evelyn speaks of his fierce countenance with its effect heightened by the dark, I don't know how to say that, periwing is the most distinctive features of all in his portraits. Swarthy, dark of complexion, black, dusky, or tawny. So swarthy complexion means black, dusky, or tawny. And it just is of a brown hue, right? So they're giving an example of how he looked and how the white people created him to look. And this again is done again. Boy in a cape and turban. Portrait of Prince Rupert of the Palatinate. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to read, y'all. Not really. I'm just joking. I don't read some things, but some things just, no. Anyway, Charles II was in the okay, they just had me reading the same thing. This is listed up here, but they say the same thing here. Emperor Charles, I don't know Roman numerals, the 5th, the 8th, somebody. Holy Roman Empire, 1519 to 1556. And King of Spain in 1516 to 1556. By Jane, I don't know how to say this, Mostart, 1525, before and after. So before he was a black man, then somehow, and again, this just goes back to the book of Maccabees. This goes back to the book of Maccabees. He was a light-skinned black man, probably, and now he's a white-skinned man, right? So anyway, I digress. But this, we know this to be true in very many things. Where they've painted them in their own likeness, as the book of Maccabees says. Church wall in Russia. Okay, here we go again. This image right here is one of the images. This is what happened in the original painting of Christ, changing the painting of Christ. New painting of Christ. All right. So this is just Kendra with Truest TV, y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay up, stay blessed. Put God first above all else. Peace out, guys. Bye.